झोपड़ी के भाग आज खुल जाएंगे, राम आएंगे। मेरी झोपड़ी के भाग आज खुल जाएंगे, राम आएंगे। राम आएंगे, आएंगे, राम आएंगे। राम आएंगे, आएंगे, राम आएंगे। मेरी झोपड़ी के भाग आज खुल जाएंगे, राम आएंगे। मेरी झोपड़ी के भाग आज खुल जाएंगे, राम आएंगे।
There are a couple of things actually. You're buying a home and you're selling a home. In one circumstance, you don't have to sell a home because you have enough funds to buy a home without selling your home. The other circumstance, you cannot buy a home till you sell a home because you need the proceeds from the home to buy a home, right? So there are two different scenarios.
And if you don't have the money to take it out, or you don't want to take out your HELOC or take out equity, then your next thing is sell this home, go to a family for a couple of months, or go rent for some time and then buy the other home to make it safe. So that's always the safest bet to do.
It depends on so many things, on your circumstances.
Yes, absolutely. So give us a call and we'll be happy to answer it for you. But hopefully this clarified some situations
Is
that you could
that
be.
three things we talk about: clients first, honesty and integrity, memorable experience guarantee.
Namaskar and welcome to Real Estate on Track on ITV Gold, airing every Friday at 8 p.m. with a Sunday repeat at 8 p.m. And for any real estate questions, please reach out to them at 732-494-2211. And yes, let's welcome our guests. I would say, friends. From On Track Realty. That is Sanjeev Aneja ji, and of course, ever smiling Alka.
Thank you.
And whenever there is time for this On Track show, I'm so excited.
We are
Always,
too. We are too.
looking at you, talking to you, and especially, when Alka talks to you, the way she starts with, as if लगता है अभी sixer मार दिया है.
देख लो
ऐसा ही है. That's how छोटी बहन है. That's right.
But the way you're saying, क्या करूँ छोटी बहन है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है.
He's just pretending. It's okay.
Exactly.
He wins the big battles. I win the. He wins the wars. I win the battles. So it's all
Absolutely. So Sanjeev ji and Alka, we have been talking about buying and selling a lot, and it has been like a couple of weeks we have been talking about that. So the question, and I think last time I also asked you the question that what if we are selling our home and buying another home at the same time?
So what we are saying is there are a couple of things actually. You're buying a home and you're selling a home. In one circumstance, you don't have to sell a home because you have enough funds to buy a home without selling your home. The other circumstance, you cannot buy a home till you sell a home because you need the proceeds from the home to buy a home, right? So there are two different scenarios.
That's right.
Take over.
I will take over for 1.5 minutes before Bhaiya takes over. So there's one process that Bhaiya is talking about, which is called a contingency offer. Now, in today's market, it is very hard to get a contingency offer accepted. If you have to sell your home to buy another one, no seller is going to accept your offer knowing that there is a domino effect that can happen. Means that your buyer can lose their job and then their house sale is in jeopardy because you now cannot get a mortgage. Contingency means that until my house is sold, I cannot buy another one. And no seller is going to accept that in today's market. Now, there are exceptions to the rules. In some senior communities, this can be acceptable because that's what the senior communities, have that. But even there, we're seeing in this climate, it's just rare to get a contingency accepted. So, it does happen.
So in the seller's market, which we are in today, where there are multiple buyers, the seller wants to choose the one that is the minimum risk one. Minimum risk one is one who has no contingencies at all.
Yeah.
They are waiving the inspection, they are waiving the appraisal, they have all cash. Then there is a second one who's putting enough down payment. They're going to do the inspection and all, but they have enough down payment to take it through, and they're waiving the appraisal. The third one is they're putting a very low down payment. 5%, 10%. Seller says, hey, I don't want that. I have others who are number 1, 2 already above me. And then the fourth one is it's saying, I will pay all cash, however, only if I sell my home. Now, what if your home doesn't sell? Now what? So that's where the sellers are saying in seller's market, I don't want that.
Yeah, that's right. So now, can it happen? And the rare cases that it does, if the home's been on the market for a very long time, if it's overpriced, or if you want to pay that overpriced because it's all about balance and it's all about negotiation and win-win. So the seller wins because they got an unreasonable amount for the house, which they had already priced it at, and you got the contingency. So in those rare circumstances, it'll win, but you'll not get the best deal if it is a contingency in today's market.
Right. So actually, yeah. So let's say you are a seller and you are okay if the deal falls apart because you don't have a certain time to get to someplace. So I come to you as a buyer and I make an offer that is $25,000 more than the highest cash offer. You don't also have a time frame to move. You say, you know what, I'll take a chance on $25,000 extra.
Yeah.
I'll work on your contingency because you already have a buyer. I'm willing to trust that your buyer will close. I have no problem with it. Let's do that. So a lot of things have to go in there. There are exceptions to rules all the time. The how sweet the pie is, how sweet that whole thing is, the deal is, that will make things happen. So very hard if you have a contingency, but not impossible if the buyer is paying enough to make up for that risk. See, it's a risk and reward thing.
That's right.
Higher the risk, higher the reward. Lower the risk, lower the reward. And that's true in stock market, that's true any place. Go in a riskier stock, you can lose all the money and you can make tons of money. Bitcoin was exactly that when it started and still today. Risky, but people who have made the money have made a lot of money in it. There are people who bought the Bitcoin at 60,000 and now it's at 43,000. They've lost a lot of money in it. So it all depends upon risk and reward in every single thing.
That's right. And I always say for anything, you have to make the dog salivate enough for them to leave a bone, right? So that's just how it works. If you put something of a reward, then the seller will say, okay, you know what? I will wait for this because the reward is that way. So that's the contingency part. Now, as a buyer's viewpoint, your second option is that you get what's called a home equity line of credit in your own home. And say, you know what? Can I take that home equity line of credit, which is generally called a HELOC, and take the money out of my home and use that money towards a down payment? Now, there's a couple caveats to that, and Bhaiya will talk about the caveats.
Not down payment for the whole thing. So let's say your home is 500,000. You're buying a home for 800,000. The home you can get an equity line of, you have 300,000 saved, and you can somehow get another 200,000, 300,000, 400,000 from the home. If you can do that and make it all cash, then you say my offer is all cash, and I will sell my home whenever I will because I want this home. So that's the only caveat in there. I don't know if anything else, unless you have something in mind.
There's also another caveat that you can take. You don't have a lot of money saved, but you have a very high, salary, right? So you can qualify for both homes, to hold both homes. You can take the down payment out of this house and not be complete cash, and qualify for the bigger mortgage or carrying both houses. And then once that is sold, you sell this house.
Right. So see,
there's like in math you call the concentric circles, right? So there's a lot of permutation and computations for this, and you have to sit down with a professional to see what's right for you.
She's gone to math classes, obviously.
Yeah.
So the bottom line, what we're saying is if a buyer can qualify for 2 homes because the salary is high, they have a mortgage on this home and they have a mortgage on the new home now. Or it could very well be this home is already paid off. The new home is not paid off. They just couldn't sell this home yet or haven't tried to sell this home. Their salary will qualify them for the other home. So there's so many scenarios that Pia, in your question.
But is there a kind of a groundwork they should do before even thinking of buying and selling at the same time?
Yeah, so in market like today, in today's market where it's a seller's market, remember, for the person you're buying the home from, it's a seller's market for them. But if you are the seller, because you own a property, it's a seller's market for you too.
Yep.
Which means if they have multiple offers on their home, which you are putting one of them as one of them, you will have multiple offers on your home.
Absolutely.
So the risk is minimal
Right.
if you price it right. Now, if you say, okay, I'm going to price my home so high, then it may sit on the market forever. So that goes back to our old segments. Price it right, you get higher price. Price it wrong, and you sit on the market forever.
That's right. And if you don't have the money to take it out, or you don't want to take out your HELOC or take out equity, then your next thing is sell this home, go to a family for a couple of months, or go rent for some time, and then buy the other home to make it safe. So that's always the safest bet to do, but that means you move twice, it's a little bit more hassle.
Yeah, that's like Alka said, it's the safest bet. There is no risk in there. The challenge is 2 moves. Even one move is such a big thing.
Yes.
Having 2 moves, and then you don't want to be with a relative in 1 bedroom from a 4-bedroom home for God knows how many months.
You can love your relatives, you can
Yeah.
also rent.
Yeah.
So
You can bond with them. Why not?
Yes, yeah.
Right, but you can rent and stay there in that home. Let's say you're saying, I want to rent for a year.
Yeah.
Then this changes everything. So there are many different scenarios. You call us with your scenario.
Yes.
We'll be happy to answer your questions, guide you, and see what's right for you. See, not one size fits all.
That's right. Not
Same answer for one is not good for the other at all.
Absolutely.
And when we sit with you, we want to look at it and see what is right for you. You have old parents at home. If you sell this home first, what are parents going to do? So there are so many things that must fall together to make it right for you. Also, let's say it was a buyer's market and the homes are not selling fast. They may buy this home, but now they have a second home left too. Do they want it? Do they want to keep it as a rental property? So many things. Unless we sit with you, like Alka said, we talk about the consultation last time, I believe.
Yes.
We sit with you, we talk with you, we understand your needs, and then we make sure your risk and reward are not so off that you can be hurt for no reason at all.
Yeah.
Some people are gamblers, some people are not. Both are okay because that's your risk tolerance. Nothing is wrong or right.
Absolutely. So your question, Pia, was very simple. The answer, sadly, we still didn't cover all the scenarios. So
Answer
the answer is complicated because it's for you, right? So it depends on your situation.
Alka has forgotten her answer. She always used to say, it depends.
It depends. It depends on so many
It
things.
depends on so many things, on your circumstances.
Yes, absolutely. So give us a call and we'll be happy to answer it for you. But hopefully this clarified some situations that you could be
Does
in.
it clarify for you? Pia?
It did clarify my
Okay,
thing too,
very
yes.
good, very
Yes,
good.
great,
That's what
perfect.
matters, because if you understood, then everybody
I'm sure
understood
everybody
too.
understood.
Yes.
Yeah, if you got it, then everybody
Got it.
No, that's not what we meant.
That's what you meant.
No, not at all. You see, we can have fun with Pia
Yes,
so
of
much.
course.
So
And that is our job, and even in our real estate transactions, because it is a very stressful process, but we try to make it light because you want to have fun while you're in that transaction. For the 3-4 months that we're with you and connected with you, we want to make sure that this is not so heavy. We are taking the burden so you can take it easy. That's our promise to you.
our slogan is memorable experience guarantee.
Yes.
See, above 3 things we talk about: clients first, honesty and integrity, memorable experience guarantee. So if you have any questions, we are here for you and happy to answer any questions you have.
राम आएंगे तो अंगना सजाऊंगी, दीप जला के दिवाली मैं मनाऊंगी। राम आएंगे तो अंगना सजाऊंगी, दीप जला के दिवाली मैं मनाऊंगी, मेरे जन्मों के सारे पाप मिट जाएंगे, राम आएंगे, मेरी झोपड़ी के भाग आज खुल जाएंगे, राम आएंगे। राम झूलेंगे तो पालना झुलाऊंगी, मीठे मीठे मैं भजन सुनाऊंगी, राम झूलेंगे तो पालना झुलाऊंगी, मीठे मीठे मैं भजन सुनाऊंगी, मेरी जिंदगी के सारे दुख मिट जाएंगे, राम आएंगे, मेरी झोपड़ी के भाग आज खुल जाएंगे, राम आएंगे।
I am curious to know for this week, do we have a winner? Amazon gift certificate.
You know, surprisingly, we did not get any messages for
Yeah,
this.
so are you watching our program?
Yes.
Or is it that you're saying, I don't want to write for $25? So it's okay. You can write to us, say we watched the show, and say, I don't want $25. So what happened? Tell us with the last
Yes.
winner.
So we called the last winner to let them know that they won. And they said, oh, that's so sweet of you guys, but I donate that money as prashad for me because I'm good. I don't want the money. So we told the client about our, the person about our upcoming event. And he said, donate it there. So we're going to be donating it on the 21st.
So we are talking about the event. We have not talked about it before.
Yes.
We decided, Pia, last week that there is a theater here with 190 people at ITV Gold.
Right.
Why don't we take that theater and invite our friends or clients and then open it to the public for whatever seats are left and have live telecast of Ayodhya event. So from 10 p.m. to 3 a.m., 10 p.m. Sunday to 3 a.m. Monday, we are going to have this event where we're going to have a big screen live telecast of Ayodhya, of Ramji being Sthapna being done there, and so much is going to be going on. People love it; they love the idea, and we are happy. So many want to come.
That's right.
There will be bhajans here. There will be food here. Everybody wants to bring stuff here. So
It's amazing. Even people who cannot come are saying we want to give prashad, and how can we contribute to come? And that's so sweet because
and this is Ramji's Leela, because we had no idea,
Yeah.
thought of this, that we will do it. And one thing went to the other, and the other thing went to the other, and before we know it,
yes,
this is going to be happening. And it's really, I mean, people could have seen on small screen on the homes. I don't see,
No,
I
but
shouldn't
this
say
is
small
definitely
screen.
going to be fun.
This is
Yes,
going to be
it'll be
huge
a lot of
with surround sound and everything. This is going to be fun. And when you're in a group celebrating that, and when there are people who will be singing Ram, Ram, Ram throughout and enjoying the festivities, it will be really good. So if you're listening, you can email your request to us that you want to come. Only thing is, if you say you're coming, please do. If once we say yes, the seats are available, please do come, because otherwise we have taken somebody else's
Else's
seat away,
spot,
right?
yeah.
Yes.
So we want to be fair to everybody who's coming. Again, it's Sunday night, 10
Going into
p.m.
Monday morning, yeah.
to Monday morning, 3 a.m. And if you're not coming, you're obviously in New York. It's too far to come in Edison. ITV Gold is in Edison on Oak Tree Road. So once we have the whole thing, there will be people are bringing prashad here. I mean, it's going to be festivity.
yes,
It's going to be spirituality.
I think
and
this is once in
festivity.
a lifetime event.
it is a once.
It's
in a
once
lifetime.
in a lifetime, definitely in our lives, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
And it has been something that we have wanted, God knows, forever.
that's
Right.
And despite with all the struggles, finally that day is here. And I was watching Ayodhya pictures.
And their transformation is crazy.
And the lighting and the way they are improving this. And this is not even $1 of taxpayer money. These are all donations that have come there
Right.
from people, regular people like you and me and everybody who has sent the money to get this thing done. So what an event. We welcome you if you're local. If you're too far, obviously it makes no sense to travel that far. I'm sure there are many places are having this event. I understand Times Square is having
Square
some
is
event, not live, but I mean, they're having whatever event, and I'm sure that's going to be big too, even though it's going to be cold. So,
And I think this is going to be warm, it's like indoors and it's
oh
really
yeah, this is
nice.
going to be cozy and beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
everybody
coming
does it
from
their
the
way.
car, it's going to be a little cold, and then it's going to be all good. Yeah.
So for those who are coming, we look forward to seeing you guys on Sunday.
So please email us the request to register. Tell us how many people. If you're on Facebook and if you're a Facebook friend, this is all on Facebook. My Facebook address is /Sanjeev11. And I don't know what your Facebook address is.
You can search us. It's Alka Neja is my, so you can
Yes,
search me and friend, and it's
right.
totally fine.
So with that, best wishes to all who will be celebrating this. Let Ramji be in our hearts now and forever. And he always is. This is more of a symbol. It's more of a symbolic thing, but a huge symbolic thing.
And yes, I would like to thank both of you. And thank you so much. And Jai Shri Ram.
मैं तो रुचि रुचि भोग लगाऊंगी, माखन मिश्री मैं राम को खिलाऊंगी। हो मैं तो रुचि रुचि भोग लगाऊंगी, माखन मिश्री मैं राम को खिलाऊंगी। प्यारी प्यारी राधे प्यारे श्याम संग आएंगे, राम आएंगे, राम आएंगे, आएंगे, राम आएंगे, राम आएंगे, आएंगे, राम आएंगे। मेरी झोपड़ी के भाग आज खुल जाएंगे, राम आएंगे। मेरी झोपड़ी के भाग आज खुल जाए।